Losing everything is not the end of your story. It is the first sentence of your greatest chapter. I want to talk to the woman who has lost something so significant that she does not even recognize herself anymore. Maybe it was a relationship that defined her for years. Maybe it was a career she built from nothing. Maybe it was a dream she invested everything into. Maybe it was her health, her home, her confidence, or simply the version of herself she thought she would always be. Whatever it was, it is gone. And she is standing in the rubble of everything she thought her life would look like, wondering how on earth she is supposed to start again. This video is for her. Stay with me until the end, because by the time we are finished, starting over will not feel like punishment anymore. It will feel like the most powerful thing you have ever done. Before you can rebuild, you need to understand exactly what you are rebuilding from. Because here is what most women do after a major loss. They rush. They throw themselves into distraction, into busyness, into the next thing, anything to avoid sitting with the weight of what just happened. And I understand why. The silence after a great loss, every quiet moment becomes a reminder of what is no longer there. But here is the truth. You cannot build a new foundation on unprocessed pain. Whatever you construct on top of grief that has not been acknowledged will eventually crack under the weight of everything you refuse to feel. So the very first step to rebuilding is not action, it is permission. Permission to grieve, permission to say out loud, this hurt me, this broke something in me, and I am not okay yet. That is not weakness. That is the most honest, courageous, and ultimately the most productive thing you can do right now. Because a woman who allows herself to fully feel the loss processes it. And a woman who processes it moves through it. You cannot go around grief. You can only go through it. Give yourself permission to go through it. Here is where most women get stuck in the rebuilding process, and it is the most important thing I will say in this entire video, so I need you to pay close attention. You are not what you lost. Read that again. You are not what you lost. You are not the relationship that ended. You are not the job that disappeared. You are not the dream that did not work out. You are not the version of yourself that existed before everything fell apart. Those things were part of your story, but they were never the whole of who you are. Think about it this way. When a tree loses its leaves in winter, it does not stop being a tree. It does not become less alive, less rooted, or less capable of growing again. It simply enters a season of stillness, gathering everything it needs beneath the surface before it blooms again more beautifully than before. You are in your winter right now, and winter is not death. Winter is preparation. The woman you are about to become is using everything that happened to you, every loss, every disappointment, every shattered plan as the raw material for something stronger, wiser, and more extraordinary than anything you have built before. But she cannot emerge until you stop defining yourself by what is gone and start asking the most important question of your rebuilding journey. Who am I when I strip away everything I thought defined me? That question is not a crisis. That question is the door. Walk through it. Now we talk about action, because grief has its season and then it is time to build. Here are the 4 pillars of rebuilding yourself after losing everything. Pillar 1, rebuild your identity before you rebuild your life. Before you chase the new job, the new relationship, the new plan, spend time rediscovering who you are without any of those things. What do you value? What brings you genuine joy? What kind of woman do you want to be in this next chapter? Identity first. Everything else follows. Pillar 2. Start smaller than you think you should. The biggest mistake women make when rebuilding is trying to reconstruct everything at once. They want to be fully healed, fully employed, fully thriving immediately. But rebuilding is not a sprint. It is a series of small, consistent, intentional steps with one habit, one goal, one decision. Build from there. Pillar number 3, protect your energy like it is your most valuable currency, because it is. When you are rebuilding, your energy is limited and precious. Every opportunity is worth what it will cost you. Be ruthlessly intentional about where your energy goes during this season. The wrong investments will set your rebuilding back by months. Pillar 4, find one woman who has rebuilt and let her story be your proof. You are not the first woman to lose everything. You will not be the last, but somewhere there is a woman who stood exactly where you are standing right now, in the rubble, in the silence, in the uncertainty, and she built something magnificent from it. Find her story, read it, watch it. Let it remind you on your hardest days that more than survivable, it is transformable. I want to tell you something that I need you to hold on to for the rest of this video and long after it ends. The women who have been broken all the way down and rebuilt themselves from nothing are the most extraordinary women on this earth. Not in spite of what they lost, because of it. Because loss strips away everything that was never truly yours to begin with. The relationships that were built on who you were pretending to be. The dreams that belonged to someone else's vision of your life. The version of yourself you were performing for the world. And what remains after all of it is gone is the truest, most essential, most powerful version of you. She has been there the whole time, waiting underneath everything you were carrying. And she is about to show the world exactly what a woman looks like when she has nothing left to lose and everything left to become. The life waiting for you on the other side of this rebuilding is not a consolation prize. It is the life you were always meant to live. You just needed to lose the wrong things first to finally make room for everything right. If you are in the middle of rebuilding right now, I see you. And I want you to know that every single day you show up, even broken, even uncertain, even exhausted, you are doing something extraordinary. Do not give up on the woman you are becoming, and she is worth every difficult day it takes to reach her. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe to Ruby Gold. We post every single day with content that pushes you forward, reminds you of your worth, and walks beside you through every season of your journey. Drop a comment below and tell me, what are you rebuilding right now? I read every single comment and I want to hear your story. Walk bold, live gold.